Avoid Protocol spent over $1 million in event sponsoring last year and walked away with nothing. Not because the event didn't work, but because the event was their entire strategy. And when I say $1 million, I'm being conservative because between the sponsorship package, the side events, the flights, the hotels, the merch, some protocols are spending a lot more on a single event. And the ROI conversion, nobody is talking about it. Here's what makes this even more interesting. And if you don't know me, hi, I'm Alex. I audit Web3 growth strategies and build the ones that actually work. I'm also the host of Out of Ordinary podcast and the founder of the Web3 Marketing Hackathon. Only in the last 3 months, over $750 million have been deployed in what investors are calling anti-AI bets. Billion-dollar companies are paying premium for community leads and event directors. IRL is having a full cultural moment, which means events have never been more valuable, and yet most protocols are still completely wasting them. So let me break down for you exactly where the money goes to die, and there are 2 spaces specifically. The first one, event sponsorships with no plans behind it. Every protocol has a booth. And what's on the booth? Merch. Hoodies, hats, tote bags. And look, I get it. Crypto loves free merch. They wear your hoodie to every event for the next 3 years. And here's the thing. They have absolutely no idea what your protocol does. They just like the color. And I've generally seen people walking around Token 24/9, for example, wearing 3 different protocols hoodies at the same time. That's not brand awareness. That's free laundry service. And then there's the parties. Can someone please explain to me the ROI of sponsoring a crypto party at the Marquee in Singapore, for example? You're spending over $50K on an open bar for 500 people who are too drunk to remember your name by midnight. There's no capture, no follow-up, no content, just a logo on a step and repeat that appears in the background of somebody's Instagram story for 6 hours and then disappears forever. Here's the thing about IRL events and the $700 million bet I actually understand. And most protocols marketing teams don't yet. The value of the room full of the right people isn't the logo placement, is the second degree connection, is the warm introduction, is the conversation that ever happens because someone trusted the room enough to have it. You can't manufacture that with a branded tote bag. I'm not saying don't do events. I'm saying what is your actual goal? What happens after they leave the room? If you can't answer those 3 questions, you're not doing marketing. You're doing vibes. The second place the money goes to that are speaking slots. Everyone wants a speaking slot. Founders will chase a panel spot for weeks, and fair enough. At a stage like token or consensus, legitimately valuable. You're in front of the right people in a room they choose to be in with their full attention. But here's what actually happens. The founder goes on stage. They do the panel, maybe even says something generally interesting. And then what? Someone from their team posts a photo. Great to be on stage, a token, discussing the future of DeFi, for example. Thank you to the organizers. And that's pretty much it. 2 seconds later, nobody remembers like it happened. No clip, no recap thread, no YouTube upload, no quoted card, no short form video, you name it. The moment is gone. The speaking slot, whether you paid for it or hustled for it for free, had a shelf life of about 4 hours and then let it expire. The protocols actually win from speaking slots. Treat every panel like a content production moment. They film it properly. They clip the sharpest 60 seconds and post it natively on X. They turn the key insights into a thread. They pull the full talk on YouTube so it lives forever. One speaking slot becomes 2 weeks of content if you actually plan for it. Events are not a marketing strategy. Events are a moment. What do you do before, during, and after the moment? That is a strategy. And now tell me, when a protocol goes after an event, is it a strategy problem or is it that nobody in the team actually owns marketing?